Bunnell Sojourn by Wallace Stevens. Two wooden tubs of blue hydrangeas stand at the foot of the stone steps. The sky is a blue gum streaked with rose. The trees are black. The grackles crack their throats of bone in the smooth air. Moisture and heat have swollen the garden into a slum of bloom. Party. Summer is like a fat beast. Sleepy in mildew are old Bane, green and bloated, serene, who cries, "That bliss of stars, that princocks of evening heaven," reminding of seasons. When radiance came running down, slim through the barrenness, and so it is, one damns that green shade at the bottom of the land. For who can care at the wigs despoiling the Satan ear, and who does not seek the sky unfuzzled, soaring to the princocks? One has a malady, here a malady, one feels a malady. Queen Anne's Lace by William Carlos Williams. Her body is not so white as anemone petals, nor so smooth, nor so remote a thing. It is a field of the wild carrot taking the field by force. The grass does not rise above it. Here is no question of whiteness, white as can be, with a purple mole at the center of each flower. Each flower is a handspan over whiteness. Wherever his hand has lain, there is a tiny purple blossom under his touch, to which the fibers of her being stem one by one, each to its end, until the whole field is a white desire, empty, a single stem, a cluster, flower by flower, a pious wish to whiteness gone over, or nothing. Arcades of Philadelphia the Past by Wallace Stevens. Only the rich remember the past. The strawberries once in the Apennines, Philadelphia that the spiders ate. There they sit, holding their eyes in their hands, queer in this Vallombrosa of years, that they never hear the past, to see, to hear, to touch, to taste, to smell. That's now. That's this. Do they touch the thing they see, feel the wind of it, smell the dust of it? They do not touch it. Sounds never rise out of what they see. They polish their eyes in their hands. The lilacs came long after. But the town and the fragrance were never one, though the blue bushes bloomed and bloom, still bloom in the agate eyes, red-blue, red-purple, never quite red itself. The tongue, the fingers, and the nose are comic trash, the ears are dirt, but the eyes are men in the palm of the hand. This, a man must be very poor, with a single sense, though he smells clouds, or to see the sea on Sunday, or to touch a woman cadaverous, of poorness as an earth, to taste dry seconds and insipid thirds, to hear himself and not to speak. The strawberry once in the Apennines, they seem a little painted now. The mountains are scratched and used, clear fakes. Another Weeping Woman by Wallace Stevens. Pour the unhappiness out from your too bitter heart which grieving will not sweeten. Poison grows in the stark, it is in the water of tears its black blooms rise. The magnificent cause of being, the imagination, the one reality in this imagined world leaves you with him for whom no fantasy moves, and you are pierced by a death.
To Constantina, Singing by Percy Bysshe Shelley, 1824. Thus to be lost, and thus to sink and die, perchance were death indeed. Constantina, turn. In thy dark eyes a power like light doth lie, even though the sounds which were thy voice, which burned between thy lips, are laid to sleep. Within thy breath and on thy hair, like odour, it is yet, and from thy touch like fire doth leap. Even while I write, my burning cheeks are wet. Alas, the torn heart can bleed, but not forget. A breathless awe, like the swift change unseen, but felt in youthful slumbers, wild, sweet, but uncommunicably strange. Thou breathest now in fast ascending numbers. The cope of heaven seems rent and cloven by the enchantments of thy strain. And on my shoulders wings are woven to follow its sublime career, beyond the mighty moons that wane upon the verge of nature's utmost sphere, till the world's shadowy walls are passed and disappear. Her voice is hovering over my soul, it lingers, overshadowing it with soft and lulling wings. The blood and life within those snowy fingers teach witchcraft to the instrumental strings. My brain is wild, my breath comes quick, the blood is listening in my frame, and thronging shadows fast and thick fall on my overflowing eyes. My heart is quivering like a flame, as morning dew that in the sunbeam dies. I am dissolved in these consuming ecstasies. I have no life, Constantina, now but thee, whilst, like the world surrounding air, thy song flows on, and fills all things with melody. Now is thy voice a tempest, swift and strong, on which, like one in trance upborne, secure o'er rocks and waves I sweep, rejoicing like cloud of morn. Now 'tis the breath of summer night, which, when the starry waters sleep,
To You by Kenneth Koch. I love you as a sheriff searches for a walnut that will solve a murder case unsolved for years because the murderer left it in the snow beside a window through which he saw her head, connecting with her shoulders by a neck, and lit a red roof in her heart. For this we live 1,000 years, for this we love, and we live because we love. We are not inside a bottle, thank goodness. I love you as a kid searches for a goat. I am crazier than shirt tails in the wind when you are near, a wind that blows from a big blue sea, so shiny, so deep, and so unlike us. I think I am bicycling across an Africa of green and white fields, always to be near you, even in my heart. When I'm awake, which swims, and also, I believe that you are trustworthy as the sidewalk which leads me to the place where I again think of you, a new harmony of thoughts. I love you as the sunlight leads the prow of a ship which sails from Hartford to Miami, and I love you best at dawn, when even before I am awake, the sun receives me in the questions which you always pose. I can't believe it. Fucking stupid shit. Fuck. This whole fucking time I fucking watch it. Piece of shit kid.
Topography by Sharon Olds, 2002. After we flew across the country, we got in bed, laid our bodies delicately together like maps laid face to face, east to west, my San Francisco against your New York, your Fire Island against my Sonoma, my New Orleans deep in your Texas, your Idaho bright on my Great Lakes, my Kansas burning against your Kansas burning against my Kansas, your Eastern Standard Time pressing into my Pacific Time, my Mountain Time beating against your Central Time, your sun rising swiftly from my right, my sun rising swiftly from your left, your moon rising slowly from my left, my moon rising slowly from my right, until all four bodies of the sky burn above us, sealing us together, all our cities, twin cities, all our states united, one nation indivisible with liberty and justice for all.
But you know, when you castrate yourself, it doesn't mean like. Is it the same as a vasectomy or?
No.
What is it?
A vasectomy, they go in and snip your balls, but
Yeah.
when they castrate you, they take the whole ball out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can still have sex though, right? Or
If you
not?
if you have a vasectomy,
Not when you're castrated.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What they do is, you know what a eunuch is?
What is that?
It's a guy who's had his balls castrated.
Oh,
By the
a eunuch.
no, not a Munich, a eunuch.
What's that?
I just told you.
I know.
A guardian of a harem who's had his balls cut off.
Okay, is this from China or?
It could be anywhere. They had them in like Persia and China too.
Well, in China, it's called a Munich.
How do you know it's called a Munich?
M-U-N-I-C-K, right?
No.
C-H. Munich.
That's the city of Germany. Munich?
Yeah, it's Munich, right?
No, it's eunuch.
It's not Munich.
I don't think so.
It's M-U-N-I-C-H. Munich.
Yeah, that's the city of Germany. It's a city in Germany. That's what Munich is.
So it's not Munich.
It's eunuch,
It's not pronounced
yeah.
Munich.
No, it's not pronounced Munich. Wait, no, the city.
So how is it pronounced?
Eunuch.
With the
What are
U?
we talking about? Are we talking about eunuchs or eunuchs? What are we talking
We're
about?
talking about the people who are, who has to cut their balls off.
Yeah, no, it's a eunuch.
So how do you spell it?
E-U-N-U-C-H.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that from history.
Something like I don't know exactly how it's spelled. I think that's how it's spelled.
It's not Munich.
I'm sure it's not Munich. Christ. Why?
I always thought it was Munich.
Why?
I swear to God, I have a class. I had a
Fuck
class.
is this?
That,
Look at this drive-through. You want to just park here and then go in? You're in the drive-through lane right now.
does he have a gun?
Here, you wanna drive right here? Oh, he does have a gun.
Does he?
It's a fucking gun. Let's get the fuck out of here. He's about to shoot at McDonald's.
I don't even want to go to
Did you hear about the
McDonald's.
shooting earlier today?
When? Can we get out of this fucking lane? Maybe we could park right there and then just walk in? Is that okay? Bunworth, we're in the drive-thru lane right now. Is there any way? Oh, there's no way of backing out. Oh, okay. Let's go. We can park right there next to our truck.
So it's not.
I Carry Your Heart With Me, I Carry It In, by E. E. Cummings, 1952. I carry your heart with me, I carry it in my heart. I am never without it, anywhere I go you go, my dear, and whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true, and it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than the soul could hope or the mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. "15 Years of Paris" by Katie Boink, 2019. You're leaving Las Vegas, except in German, ... Gave it out, beautiful, gentleman as always. Unforgettable circa 2008, how you made me come like that. She got so mad in the bed, the hotel bathroom floor, the bathtub, the apartment where I was the crying queen. Those O's still unforgettable, and now Paris. I cried today, ow. Your Antarctica cold last night. They told me they fucked you up. I told you he broke my heart, and ow. Freeze-dried my Band-Aid right off. And the glasses shopping, memories today, yada yada, wasn't about the cum shot, where or if, was about the islands and how you said in the language of the enemy, no less. Don't touch. Don't touch, they fucked you up all right. You gave so clearly, but have iced out all the incoming gifts. Well, ping, my darling, Walden Island. I can't take that kind of cold. I'm leaving Las Vegas. Just a moon in Taurus, trying to sing the sweet, and it's not a great user experience. But I just want you to know how unforgettable you are. When the candles called to Hera, I hope a goddess or many wash that loneliness away. And when I see you again, in 15 years, there's only joy and more. I prefer you laughing to tears, the good way. Drink us when they're done. Well, I guess I did almost kill you with a razor shave once, so it seems silly to say I'm sorry. I lost the phantom thread. Maybe everything's a ridiculous, never-ending non-planet, though. You did kiss me like the unicorns exist.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's how you do it.
Did you read it from some forum?
No, I tried it.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
No, she looked back. I knew she was a hooker.
When? With
No,
who?
okay, look, I saw it on HBO. Here, turn left. Hey, do you think the Dalai Lama is gonna get assassinated? He's here today. Look, no Dalai Lama parking. He's here. The fucking Dalai Lama is here?
There's a bunch of Dalai Lamas.
What the hell is a Dalai Lama?
It's like the head of like those Tibetan
Buddhist, right?
monks, right?
How do you know there's so many Dalai Lamas? I thought there was only one. That's like the head Lama.
There's a bunch of Buddhist ministries.
Oh, the Dalai is the head?
Yeah, of
And-
each freaking temple or thing.
Okay.
Or could it be like, it's kind of like the Pope, right?
Pope?
Yeah. Is there only one Pope?
There is only one Pope.
Oh, I guess it's the same then. There's only one Dalai Lama.
Bags by Claire Cottrell, 2019. Every second counts. I don't want to talk to you anymore. And all these little games. You can call me by the name I gave you yesterday. Every minute counts. I don't want to watch TV anymore. Can you figure me out? Just doing this to waste more time on the couch. Can you see me? I'm waiting for the right time. I can't read you, but if you want, the pleasure's all mine. Can you see me using everything to hold back? I guess this could be worse. Walking out the door with your bags. Pour your glass of wine. Bet you'll tell me I should be just fine. Case, spill it open. Let it rush to my head. I don't want to be forward. I don't want to cut corners. Savor this with everything I have inside me. I'm not the type to run. I know that we're having fun. But what's the rush? Kissing, then my cheeks are so flushed. Tell you how I felt, sugar-coated, melting in your mouth. Pardon my emotions. I should probably keep it all to myself. No, you'd make fun of me. Can you see me? I'm waiting for the right time. I can't read you, if you want. The pleasure's all mine. Can you see me using everything to hold back? I guess this could be worse. Walking out the door with your bags.
Oh, it's just different domes? Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous. You like it all in one building? Really? Yeah.
Pawn Shop Blues by Elizabeth Grant, 2010. Well, I didn't know it would come to this, but that's what happens when you're on your own and you're alright with letting nice things go. Well, I pawned the earrings that you gave me, gold and made of flowers dangling, and I almost cried as I sold them off. And I don't mind living on bread and oranges, but I got to get to and from where I come, and it's gonna take money to go. In the name of higher consciousness, I let the best man I knew go, because it's nice to love and be loved, but it's better to know all you can know. I said it's nice to love and be loved, but I'd rather know what God knows. I can't do this once more. No man can keep me together, been broken since I was born. Well, I didn't know it would come to this, but that's what happens when you're on your own and you're alright with letting nice things go. World Princess Part 2 by Claire Boucher, 2015. I got a big dream. Small world in between me and everything I can't do. Not really bad day, just okay. I kinda think you sucked the life right out of the room. I know most likely how I used to be a frail and silly thought in your mind. Don't be unkind, you're so far behind me. But I can see something more than the things you try to take. Now, who made a mistake? Don't you cry. It's mine, it's mine. I saw the parade, big band, masquerade, so I'm thinking out on my feet. Back at the first page, shut the game, for you it ain't. Oh, nothing else could be more complete. I know most likely how I used to be a frail and silly thought in your mind. Call me unkind, you're so far behind me. But I can see something more than the things you try to take. Now, who made a mistake? Don't you cry. It's mine, it's mine. Dim the light in your head, in your heart, in your hiding emotion, where the waters meet. Dim the light, in the head, in the heart, in your hiding emotion, where the waters meet. But I can see something more than the things you try to take. Now, who made a mistake? Don't you cry. It's fine, it's fine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. If I stare into the darkness, I won't know where I am. I haven't seen the daylight since I started giving in. My eyes are falling heavy, my feet are moving slow. Ion from man in form, not a stone.
Dance Ruse by William Carlos Williams. If I, when my wife is sleeping, and the baby and Kathleen are sleeping, and the sun is a flame-white disk in silken mists above shining trees, if I in my north room dance naked grotesquely before my mirror, waving my shirt round my head, and singing softly to myself, I am lonely, lonely, I was born to be lonely, I am best so. If I admire my arms, my face, my shoulders, flanks, buttocks, against the yellow drawn shades, who shall say I am not the happy genius of my household?
Fuck It, I Love You by Elizabeth Grant, 2019. I like to see everything in neon. Drink lime green, stay up till dawn. Maybe the way that I'm living is killing me. I like to light up the stage with a song, do shit to keep me turned on. But one day I woke up like, maybe I'll do it differently. So I moved to California, but it's just a state of mind. It turns out everywhere you go, you take yourself. That's not a lie. Wish that you would hold me, or just say that you were mine. It's killing me slowly. Dream a little dream of me. Make me into something sweet. Turn the radio on, dancing to a pop song. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you, I really do. I used to shit up my veins in neon, and shit's even brighter. You're gone. So many things I would say to you. I want you. You moved to California, but it's just a state of mind, and you know everyone adores you. You can't feel it, and you're tired. Baby, wish that you would hold me or just say you were mine, but it's killing me slowly. Dream a little dream of me. Turn this into something sweet. Turn the radio on, dancing to a pop song. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you, I really do. Turns out California is more than just a state of mind. I met you on the boulevard, went through my hair, you blew my mind. And if I wasn't so fucked up, I think you'd fuck me all the time. I really do. It's killing me slowly. Fuck it, I love you. I moved to California, but it's just a state of mind. It turns out everywhere you go, you take yourself. That's not a lie. Wish that you would hold me or just say that you were mine. It's killing me slowly. California dreamin', I got my money on my mind, drugs in my veins, running out of time. California dreamin', I got money on my mind, drugs in my veins, running out of time. California dreaming, I got money on my mind.
Anecdote of the Jar by Wallace Stevens. I placed a jar in Tennessee, and round it was upon a hill. It made the slovenly wilderness surround that hill. The wilderness rose up to it and sprawled around, no longer wild. The jar was round upon the ground, and tall, and of a port in air. It took dominion everywhere. The jar was gray and bare. It did not give a bird or bush like nothing else in Tennessee. Modern Love by George Meredith, Sonnet 19. No state is enviable. To the luck alone of some few favored men I would but claim. I bleed, but her who wounds I will not blame. Have I not felt her heart as 'twere my own, beat through me? Could I hurt her, heaven and hell? But I could hurt her cruelly. Can I let my love's old timepiece to another set, swear it can't stop and must forever swell? Sure, that's one way love drifts into the mart, where goat-leg buyers throng. I see not plain. My meaning is, it must not be again. Great God, the maddest gambler throws his heart. If any state be enviable on earth, 'tis yon born idiot's who, as days go by, still rubs his hands before him like a fly, in a queer sort of meditative mirth. Anecdote of the Prince of Peacocks by Wallace Stevens. In the moonlight I met Berserk, in the moonlight on the bushy plain. Oh, sharp he was, as sleepless. And, why are you red in this milky blue, I said. Why sun-colored, as if awake in the midst of sleep. You that wander so, he said, on the bushy plain forget so soon. But I set my traps in the midst of dreams. I knew from this that the blue ground was full of blocks and blocking steel. I knew the dread of the bushy plain and the beauty of the moonlight falling there, falling as sleep falls in the innocent air. Modern Love by George Meredith, Sonnet 20. I am not of those miserable males who sniff advice and, daring not to snap, do therefore hope for heaven. I take the hap of all my deeds. The one that fills my sails propels, but I am helmsman. I am wrecked. I know the devil has sufficient weight to bear. I lay it not on him or fate. Besides, he's damned. That man I do suspect a coward who would burden the poor deuce with what ensues from his own slipperiness. I have just found a wanton scented trees in an old desk, dusty for lack of use. Of days and nights it is demonstrative, that, like some aged star, gleam luridly. If for those times I must ask charity, have I not any charity to give? Modern Love by George Meredith, Sonnet 18. Here Jack and Tom repaired with Moll and Meg. Curved open to the river reach is seen, a country merry-making on the green, fair space for signal shakings of the leg. This little scrawny fiddler from his booth once flows one nut-brown stream, commands the joints of all who caper here at various points. I have known rustic revels in my youth, the Mayfly pleasures of the mind at ease. An early goddess was a country lass, a charmed Aphian oak, she tripped the grass. What life was that I lived, the life of these? Heaven keep them happy, nature they seem near. They must, I think, be wiser than I am. They have the secret of the bull and lamb. 'Tis true that when we trace its source, 'tis beer. Modern Love by George Meredith, Sonnet 17. At dinner she is hostess, I am host. When the feast ever cheerfuller, she keeps the topic over intellectual deeps and buoyancy afloat. They see no ghost, with sparkling surface eyes reply the ball. It is in truth a most contagious game, hiding the skeleton shall be its name. Such play as this the devil's mind appall, but here's the greater wonder, in that we, enamored of enacting naught, can tire each other like true hypocrites, admire. Warm-lighted books, love's ephemery, shoot gaily over the dishes and the wine. We waken envy of our happy lot, fast, sweet, and golden, shows the marriage knot. Dear guests, ye now have seen love's corpse lights shine. Modern Love by George Meredith, Sonnet 16. In our old shipwrecked days there was an hour when in the firelight steadily aglow, joined slackly, we beheld the red chasm grow among the clicking coals. Our library bower that eve was left to us, and hushed we sat as lovers to whom time is whispering. From sudden open doors we heard them sing, the nodding elders mixed good wine with chat. Well knew we that life's greatest treasure lay with us, and of it was our talk. Ah yes, love dies, I said. I never thought it less. She yearned to me that sentence to unsay. Then, when the fire domed, blackening, I found her cheek was salt against my skin, and swift, up the sharp scale of sobs her breast did lift. Now I'm haunted by that taste, that sound.